What's up, y'all? In this video, we are exploring the differences between living in Boston, Massachusetts, and living in Charleston, South Carolina. Two cities that are completely different and give you different quality of life, different lifestyles, and we're going to dive into all of that. We're going to dive into the major similarities and the major differences, so come with me. All right, if you're wondering who I am and why would you listen to me in the first place, my name is Dave Broom. I'm a licensed realtor in the Charleston, South Carolina, and surrounding areas. My wife and I and our 4 kids moved down to the Charleston area from Buffalo, New York. So we were living in Buffalo, didn't like some of the things that living there did for our family. We didn't like the weather, didn't like the higher property taxes. And we decided to take the plunge, decided to take the nerve-wracking, exciting, amazing plunge of moving to a different state and a different city like Charleston, South Carolina. Absolutely love it. So I do these videos to inform people, to tell them about the market, tell them about different aspects of living in Charleston, South Carolina, about the lifestyle. I give them home tours. I give them neighborhood tours just to give you a sense of what it's like living here. And it just opens your eyes to, if you don't like the state or the city that you're living in, you can move to a different state like South Carolina and a different city like Charleston or Somerville, South Carolina, and be extremely happy and have a higher quality of life. So like I was saying, we moved down here over 3 years ago now. I just take our experience and put it into video and tell you and give you some ideas and some reasons why maybe you could move down to this area. So if you do get value from this video, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you know when new videos are hitting the channel and you can come check them out. And to be honest with you, my team and I are getting calls, texts, emails almost every single day from people like myself and my family over 3 years ago now, or you coming across this video and kind of exploring what are our options if we don't want to live in this state anymore or live in this city anymore. And they end up reaching out. We schedule a quick phone call just so I can find out a little bit more about your situation and see if what you're saying lines up with what Somerville, Charleston, and South Carolina in general have to offer. And a lot of times people end up traveling down, touring the area, and then end up moving down later and absolutely loving it. So that's the process of what happens when people reach out. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I love helping people. I love telling you about our story, why we moved, how much different it is for living in the north or living in the south than the northeast. It's completely different. There's different things about it. That's why I make these videos, to give you a little bit more information, but come with me. All right, first major difference that I usually start with on here is the obvious one. I do a lot of videos, comparison videos, comparing Somerville to certain cities, comparing state to state, and a lot of Charleston to different cities as well. And I always start with the weather because we are blown away with the weather in Charleston. Does it get hot in the summer? Yes, it gets hot in June, July, August. It can get up to, I think the average is like lower 90s. It can get up to 100 here and there, but the rest of the year, you got fall, which is great. October is actually my favorite month down here because the humidity goes and it's like 75 and sunny every day. The spring is amazing, and even in the winter, it gets up to in the 50s a lot and sunny, and it's just it's tropical without the extreme heat. You don't get the extreme heat of Florida for 6 months out of the year. You get 2 to 3 months of heat, and then the rest of the year is amazing. And that compares big time to the north, because like I lived in Buffalo, which is like Boston weather. You're both in the northeast. We get a little bit more snow in Buffalo, but Boston gets cold. You do get snow, and it's just the cloud cover a lot. It's covered by clouds a lot. You don't get a lot of sunshine. We get over 100 more sunny days in the Charleston and South Carolina area than a lot of the northeast states. You get 150 more days than the Boston area. You get 150 more sunny days in Charleston than you do in the Boston area. And it's just the weather, the lifestyle. You get the golf carts, the golf cart communities in the Charleston area, and also golf carts in downtown Charleston. You get the palm trees, you get the ocean, and it's just really, really nice. Where Boston, you get some of that. You get some of the ocean, you get some of the nice weather in that, but it's different because you get at least 6 months where the weather is in 60s or below. So the weather is completely different. And the sunshine is the big factor, because you're getting outside, you're getting vitamin D, and the active outdoor lifestyle because of the weather in the Charleston area compared to Boston area is completely different, and it's a different lifestyle. You're getting outside, you're getting the sunshine, you're active, you're much more active because of the weather in the Charleston, South Carolina area compared to the Boston, Massachusetts area. All right, second thing comparing these two cities is the lifestyle. I touched upon it a little bit before, but the lifestyle specifically living in Charleston versus Boston. Boston, you got the big city aspect, you got the traffic, you have a lot of people, you have hustle and bustle, you have rushing around, you have some of the crime in the Boston area. And Charleston's a little bit different because it's more of a laid back lifestyle. You got the palm trees down, you have Rainbow Row, you have history. There's history in both cities, but Charleston is really good at restoring history. They do a lot of restoration projects, and Charleston's a unique city because I'm not really a city person. I don't like driving in cities. I don't like the hustle and bustle. I don't like the hurry of city. And I really do like Charleston because unlike big cities like Boston, New York City, Chicago, which driving down there can be stressful because if you're not driving the right way or you're not driving fast enough, people are beeping at you, honking at you, and it can get a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't know where you're going. And that Charleston is not like that. You don't get all of the hustle and bustle. It's not quite as busy. It's a little more tame than it's a smaller city compared to Boston, and it's a little more slower pace, hustle and bustle, and you still get the aspects of great food, great scenery, great history, but you're not rushing around. You're not, you don't get that stress of a big city in the Charleston area. So that's big time difference. The architecture is different in both cities. You get the rainbow houses, the houses right by the water in the Charleston area. Boston's a little bit different, and it's just a lifestyle. You get golf carts down here. You have Southern lifestyle, Southern hospitality, shrimp and grits. You have people it's just a different, it's much different. And I think a lot has to do with the weather. Like I said in the first part of this video, it's the weather. When you're in the north and you're not getting sunshine, a lot of people can get crabby, or they get seasonal depression, and the cities really feel that too because you get outside, but it's gloomy out a lot. It's gloomy out, just like Boston, just like the Buffalo area. It's very gloomy. Down here, you're getting the sunshine. 60 is a cold day down here, where 60 in the Buffalo or Boston, Massachusetts area is like a gorgeous day. People would be like, oh, it's gorgeous out. Where here, it's kind of chilly. So it's just different. So completely different. The cities are different. Hustle and bustle of Boston compared to little smaller city of Charleston, and little slower pace, little different. It's got different charm to it. So it's just a different lifestyle, different city, different aspect. Both cities have great food. Both cities have things to do. Both cities have a lot of charm. Charleston is just a little bit different. It's not like the big city hustle and bustle. It's a little slower pace. It's not a stressful driving down there, and there's a lot of stuff to do, just like the Boston area. There's a lot of stuff to do. All right, next on the list is cost of living, and cost of living in Boston is more expensive. Apartments.com estimates Boston's overall cost of living to be 44.1% higher. There's a lot of different websites that give you a lot of different metrics on this, but the overall estimates and averages is Boston is 30 to 50% higher cost of living than Charleston, based on housing prices, based on groceries, based on property taxes, which we will get into. But it definitely is more expensive living in the Boston area. Boston is known for their education and different things like that, where Charleston is known for its Southern charm and history. So it's a little bit different. They're different cities in general. Median home price as well. You can go to different websites. You'll get different stats on median home price, but the average median home price in the Boston area, it's hard to do median home price because if you do Charleston, it's Charleston and the surrounding areas, but it says around $600,000 for the Charleston area. I know that a lot of the apartments and houses in actual Charleston can be $1 million plus, but the overall area within a couple mile distance, you get into West Ashley, James Johns Island, is around 600,000 plus. In the Boston area, in the city of Boston, houses can get well over $1 million, but it says over 800 to 850,000 is the median home price. So you are definitely getting that cost of living, housing prices, Groceries are more expensive in the Boston area than in the Charleston area. You also do get paid more in the Boston area as well than the Charleston area, but that's a little bit relative. But overall, the cost of living is much more expensive in the Boston area. All right, last thing I'm going to touch upon is the property taxes. Boston is the 17th highest property tax state in the United States, just based on averages and that. Charleston is the 5th. Charleston is in South Carolina, which is the 5th lowest property tax state. So the property taxes in Charleston are definitely lower than the Boston area. You get more house for what you're paying for, and this allows you to get a bigger house because you're paying less in property taxes on average. So that's one thing to take into account as well when you're thinking about living in these two cities, or if you're living in Boston, you're thinking about moving to Charleston. That's a big difference. And one other difference with the Charleston area is just the southern. It's just different. Boston has the New England culture, and Charleston has this southern culture, a little bit more history, not more history, but a different history. It's just a different culture in these two areas when you are comparing them. Both good, just different in different areas. But the big thing that I touch upon that moving from Buffalo, New York, is the weather and the lifestyle. You're getting much different weather. You're getting much warmer weather, over 150 more sunny days in the Charleston area than in Boston. At least some years are 200 more sunny days in the Charleston area. And you're also getting the lifestyle. You get the southern lifestyle. You're getting the tropical lifestyle. You're getting the golf cart lifestyle, where you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt most of the year, and it's much warmer in the Charleston area than in the Boston area. But that leads me into, if you don't like the state you're living in or the city you're living in, maybe you're living in Boston, Massachusetts, and you're thinking about making a change, you're thinking about making a drastic change, and you're exploring Charleston or Summerville, South Carolina. I've been in your shoes. It was a little over 3 years ago now that we decided to take the plunge and move out of New York and move to South Carolina because of a lot of the reasons in this video. Took the plunge, absolutely love it. We love the weather, we love the lifestyle, we love what it offers our kids, it's just completely different than living in the North. And I like the healthy lifestyle as well. Just getting outside, moving, not being cold when you go outside. We're not stuck in the house, not watching TV or going on tablets as much. We're getting outside, and it's a completely different lifestyle, healthier, more active lifestyle. So this is my soapbox in all these videos, is to tell you, you can move to a state that you like move from a state you don't like Massachusetts or like New York, to a state that you do like, or at least explore if you would like it or not, like South Carolina, because of all the reasons that are in this video. It can be done. It's amazing. It was just a huge change that we really needed, especially for our family, or if you're thinking about retiring in different states. South Carolina is great for retiring too. They have a lot of retirement benefits. They have the great weather. They don't tax you as much on different things. We can talk about that, but feel free to reach out. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, days, nights, weekends. I love helping people. This is my passion. It was so great for my family and I that I love helping people realize they can get out of a state that they don't like, move to a state that they will like South Carolina or Charleston, Summerville, and the surrounding areas, and be very blessed by it. You're blessed. You get outside, healthy lifestyle, and just a change that a lot of people need. Boston is a lot like Buffalo as well, where people grow up there. They don't move. It's hard to move because your family's there. Nobody moves. But we just got to the point where we didn't want to raise our family in New York anymore. It didn't align with what we were looking for with our values and our family and active lifestyle, and a lot of the politics as well. And we were just sick of it. So we decided to take the plunge, move down, and we should have moved 10 years ago, we think. So if this is you, if you're feeling that urge to move, you don't like the state you're living in, maybe you're living in Boston, Massachusetts, and not liking it anymore, feel free to reach out. Summerville, South Carolina is great. Charleston, South Carolina, you got James Johns Island. You have Daniel Island, you have West Ashley, you have Mount Pleasant. There's a lot of different places down here that are close to Charleston as well, close to the beaches. I didn't even mention the beaches. You got Isle of Palms Beach, Sullivan's Island Beach, you got Folly Beach, which are great beaches to live by as well, the tropical lifestyle, golf cart lifestyle. Feel free to reach out. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, days, nights, weekends. I'm very prompt at getting back to you, We can have a quick conversation. I'm also on TikTok at Dave Broom Realtor. You can follow me there where I clip a lot of these videos down, and a lot of people end up reaching out on there. So give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. It can be done. You don't have to stay in a state you don't like anymore. It can be done. I'm living proof. We moved down with our 4 kids and absolutely love it. Keep it real, y'all.